I am getting better. Man, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I felt like I was fucking dying. All right, I felt like I was poisoned or something. I'm gonna put that out here. I felt like I was poisoned or something, man. It was just wasn't normal. This is as soon as I as soon as I started getting sick, I noticed, man, this is different. This is not a normal cold. This is not a normal flu. Uh, it was tough, man. It was tough. It was even hard to breathe. Like deep breaths was hard to breathe during like the worst moments of this sickness. I don't know what the hell it was. I have no idea what it is. You know what I mean? But I did tell myself if I didn't get better by today, I was gonna go to a clinic or a hospital or something like that. Just because this morning, like around 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, I was literally dying. So man, I'm glad I'm here. I had bought some medicine in the morning. I had taken it, ate very light, and then I woke back up. I felt really really good, and then I was like, you know what? Let me uh, go ahead and make myself a really really healthy soup meal. You know, with garlic, red onions, regular onions, turmeric, all that good stuff to boost my immune system. And now I gotta say I feel better, a lot better that I can actually come on live right here and chat with everybody right now on this Friday afternoon. Guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We have some news about John Jones. He tweeted earlier today that he has a meeting with Dana White in the UFC. Okay, and apparently, if things don't go according to plan, he's gonna walk away. He's gonna vacate the heavyweight title. Okay, and I already told you that. I've been said this. All right, everybody all want to ask, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna do this? Is he gonna do this? Guys, he already told us out of his mouth what he wants to do. Okay, he wants to fight Alex Pereira. Point blank. Period. He wants to fight Alex Pereira, and that's it. That's the only fight he wants. And unfortunately, I don't think the UFC is gonna put that fight together, guys. I don't think the UFC is going to put that fight together just because they want Alex Pereira to really excel. You know, I think they want him to excel, and I think they possibly we'll see what the plans are, but I think they want maybe Chimaev versus Alex Pereira fight. Maybe, I'm not sure about that, but with John Jones saying this today, you know, talking about that he might be retiring, you know, then this is a big move. This is a big move from him. This is a big move right now for the UFC. You know, for they could go in there and actually try to negotiate. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Hello, hello, guys. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, okay? Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel on this beautiful Friday. How you doing, man? Hi, bro. What's good? What's good? John Jones. That's what's good right now. Love from Pakistan. That's what's up, man. Love from US, man. Bless, bless. Guys, like and subscribe, okay? It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up. Thank you so much. Guys, John Jones is having a meeting with the UFC and Dana White sometime this evening or sometime this weekend. And, he tweeted that if things don't, pan out, he's going to walk away from the heavyweight division. He's going to actually put the heavyweight belt down and give it back to Dana White and the UFC. How you doing, guys? Hi. Thank you for the sub, guys. Thank you for the sub, man. I really appreciate it, guys. Like and subscribe, guys. Okay, it takes minimal effort, man. Minimal effort to give me that thumbs up and click that bell notification, all right? It lets you know when I'm actually on, and it keeps us all connected, you know what I mean? What you do? What do I do right now on this channel? We're talking about, I specifically talk about mixed martial arts, UFC, all right? Right now, there's some news, twirling right now with John Jones and his tweet, and the whole thing about the process of negotiation with John Jones and Dana White and the UFC. Okay, that's basically what the topic is right now. I'm done with Conor McGregor. I'm done with D. Devlin. Look, they are made for each other, those two. Okay, but when it comes to Conor, he's gonna need a lot of help right now because a lot of companies are walking away from him. This is a Lance Armstrong situation. once again. And Lance Armstrong wasn't accused of R-wording anybody. He was just, cheating the system and taking PEDs and steroids and blood transfusions. That's about it. Hi from Italy. Italy. Wow, I've never been to Italy, man. I would love to go to Italy. I hear it's beautiful. I have family members that are Italian. Okay, I have family members that are Italian. So yeah, man. I would love to go. Very, very love to. I would love to go. I have a question. What do you think about international relations degree? I am currently enrolled in it. What do you think about international relations degree? I am currently enrolled in it. International relations. I think that's good, man. I think that's a good degree. I don't see why not. I don't see why would you if you're interested in communicating with people, that's the type of degree that you want. You know what I mean? You're gonna be able to communicate with people on a different level, right? You're gonna be able to communicate with people from everywhere, right? And you're gonna learn a lot of business lingo as you go as well. All right. So that's a good degree. Okay. That's a good degree. Focus in. Okay. And get what you got to go. Trauma for life. Yeah, man. I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you. Guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Okay. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Guys, I think Jon Jones walks away. I think Jon Jones walks away. Tell you the truth. I think Jon Jones walks away. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get that Tom Aspinall versus Jon Jones. I really don't think we're gonna get that. I don't think the UFC is gonna be willing to pay the amount of money that that Jon Jones actually wants. I think he's looking for a payout upwards around 20 to 30 million, probably, most likely, to fight Tom Aspinall. And I don't know. I don't know if the UFC is going to be able to pull that one off, guys. Guys, I apologize. I'm sick right now. I'm actually recovering. I feel a lot better. All right, I feel a lot better. But this morning, I must admit, I felt like I was dying. Okay, I felt like I was dying. I was this close to going to the hospital. Really, I was this close to calling it. And I don't like going to the hospitals. I just don't. I don't like seeing doctors. I don't like waiting in the waiting room. I don't like none of that shit. You know what I mean? But today, I felt like I was dying. I felt like I was fucking poisoned. Like, dead serious. I felt like I was poisoned. And I was like, man, I'm going to have to go to the hospital. But luckily, I took some meds, got some good sleep, ate some great soup with turmeric, red onion, regular onion, garlic. I put everything in there to boost my immune system, and I ate the hell out of it. All right, and let me tell you something. It got me feeling a lot better now that I'm here. But I'm still not out of the woods, guys. Still not out of the woods. All right, so I gotta mitigate this sickness and make sure that it goes away properly. I'm most likely gonna wash my sheets because I don't want to sleep on my sheets. Because I was sweating. I woke up sweating like I was having a bad dream, guys. All right, I woke up in a blistering sweat. The way you communicate is top class. Your voice has aura. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that, guys. I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? I don't have any type of any special degree on that. I just like communicating with people, right? Especially people who are like-minded, so to speak, right? So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And I don't really like talking about religion. I don't talk about religion on here. If you're Muslim, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Alhamdulillah. You know what I mean? Alhamdulillah. But if you're Muslim, that is awesome. You know what I mean? And to anybody, if you're Catholic or Christian or anything like that, awesome. You know what I mean? Awesome, man. Bless you. 2 viewers, Kyle Williamson. Yeah, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with two viewers, man? Everybody got to start somewhere. What do you mean? You want to get on, something that everybody, and build momentum and build steam. You got to continuously do it. You know what I mean? Regardless of how many viewers are on there. You know what I mean? And I remember when the first JRE, when JRE, Joe Rogan's show, JRE first started out, it was Joe Rogan and Eddie Bravo. There wasn't even anybody watching. They were just FaceTiming each other on this website. There was zero viewers on that JRE first episode, guys. So just remember that, all right? Just remember that, all right? And the worst thing in life is comparison. That's the worst thing in life. I don't like comparing myself or what I'm doing to anybody else. That's just point blank, guys. All right. And when people start comparing other people, that's when I automatically agree with them just so they can shut the fuck up. That's just the God honest truth, guys. All right, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Okay, it takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up. All right. You heard rumors about Damian Maia versus Jake Paul on the MMA rules. Ariane, I have not heard those rumors. I have not heard those rumors. That is ridiculous. All right, that is the most dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. Just because, in my opinion, Damian Maia strangles him. All right, he kills him, strangles him, and yeah, I mean, Jake Paul is he's gonna do the Tyron Woodley. All right, he's gonna stand back, throw heavy punches just to make sure that Damian Maia doesn't come in for a close takedown and take the fight to the ground, and there's a grappling exchange, guys. That fight will never happen. I don't know where you heard that. Where you heard that from? Where did you hear that from? Your take on WWE. My take on WWE. WWE is not like what it used to be. That's point blank. WWE is not what it used to be. It just isn't. All right? The acting is not, you know what I mean? It's not believable. That's what I want to say. It's not believable. When Stone Cold Steve Austin got on the mic and when you saw him, you believed him. You believed that he could whip somebody's ass. You believed that he was a real Texas rattlesnake, right? When you saw Undertaker and then Kane and Cactus Jack, guys, all these men, they were believable. Their acting was believable, right? And they had a great amount of wrestling skills, right? Today, in today's day and age, man, in today's WWE, I don't know, man. There's just a lot of I don't know. I don't believe it anymore. You know what I mean? And with the whole McMahon situation, it makes you look at everything different. Not even everything. It just makes you look at WWE different, especially because it's like it makes you think. If Vince McMahon, right? If Vince McMahon was defecating, okay, on females' heads just to get a payday. Guys, imagine what other wrestlers were doing just to get over and, become famous and, be on the top of the top. People like The Rock, people like Stone Cold, people like, look, I'm not going to keep naming people, but it just makes you think, like, what really is going on here? What really was going on behind closed doors? You know what I mean? It just makes you think that shit. I've seen enough. I've heard enough. And let me tell you something. It's disgusting. Insta post could be fake. An Instagram post. Not too reliable. Not too reliable, right? Ariane, that fight will never happen. Especially now that you telling me it came from an Instagram post. I highly doubt that actually happens, guys. All right, like and subscribe, like I always say. Okay, the world is such a globalized that has affected our mind very much. I mean, who is Jake Paul without social media? I transitioned from WWE to UFC. That's amazing. That is amazing, man. That is amazing. You transitioned from WWE to UFC, and the whole thing with Jake Paul. Congratulations to him. He has a system. All right, he has a system, and he has become successful with that system. Awesome. All right, that's gravy. All right, that's icing on the cake for him, guys. But in reality, I could care less who Jake Paul is. I could care less what Jake Paul does. I don't watch what Jake Paul anything. I don't watch anything about Jake Paul. You know what I mean? Just because he's not interesting to me. You know what I mean? And when it comes to WWE, the same kind of system I have for Jake Paul is the same kind of system I have for WWE. I just don't watch it anymore. It's not exciting. It's not believable. You know what I mean? Like the the stars that they have there. I just, you know what I mean? I can't believe them. When The Rock is back. You know what I mean? The Rock is back. And come on, guys, come Your favorite UFC fighter and favorite match. My favorite UFC fighter. Well, my favorite UFC fighter will have to be BJ Penn. That's my favorite fighter in general. Um, and my favorite fight, like my favorite match. My favorite match will have to be. Damn. I'm always asked this, and I always say a different name. I always say a different fight. But let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Maybe Mark Hunt versus Bigfoot Silva. That was a fantastic fight. That was a fantastic fight. Did you watch PFL today? No, I didn't watch PFL, guys. I didn't watch PFL. I watch PFL very seldomly. I'm gonna be honest with you. I watch PFL very seldomly. There's only specific fighters that I like watching at PFL. One of them will be Francis Ngannou. Yeah, there was really nobody on that card that that I was interested in seeing, guys. But why? What happened, Aryan? What happened? Did anything exciting happen? Did anybody get slept? What's going on? Is it like a tournament thing now going on? That was epic match. It definitely was. It definitely was. Bigfoot Silva versus Mark Hunt. That was a fantastic fight. That one went 5 rounds. It was just crazy barn burner. That was when Bigfoot Silva was steroid up, and after that fight, he got caught, for multiple uses of steroids. But hey, it is what it is. It was a fantastic fight. They were great finishes. Really? Okay. Maybe I will go back. Maybe I will go back and watch. You know what I mean? Just to see, what type of exciting fights there were. Yeah, but I missed that, guys. I've been sick, man. I've been sick. I'm actually recovering right now. I took some medicine this morning. I felt like I was dying, okay? I literally was this close to going to the hospital. I said that earlier. I was this close to going to the hospital because I felt like somebody poisoned me. Literally, I'm saying that on live. And, you know what I'm saying? If I was poisoned, that's fucked up. But I felt like I was poisoned. I was this close to going to the hospital. And I ended up taking some medicine. I woke up feeling better, a little better, and then I made myself some soup with like red onion, regular onion, garlic, turmeric, everything that's gonna just boost my immune system 110%. And now I feel much, much better, man. Much, much better. PFL should stop doing tournament things. It doesn't work. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. But I mean, when where else are you gonna see like a $1 million payout? The UFC is not gonna do that. $1 million payout. They don't do that shit. You know what I mean? Very rarely do they have payouts like that. Shavkat versus Carlos Prates. How that fight will go. Shavkat versus Carlos Prates. Well, right now, I think Shavkat beats him. Obviously, just because he has much more experience. His resume is phenomenal. You know what I mean? He's beaten, basically the who's who in that division. You know what I mean? So I think Shavkat takes it, but I think by the time Carlos Prates actually makes it to the welterweight belt, I think that's when he'll beat Shavkat. Like if they were to fight today, yeah, Shavkat will beat him today. But in the future, like I want to say 3 to 4 more fights, Carlos Prates beats Shavkat for sure. For sure. Did you see what he did to Ian Gary? I mean, not Ian Gary. Neil Magny? Did you see what he did to Neil Magny? Do you think MVP can outstrike Prates? Not at his age. Not at his age. I don't think MVP can outstrike Prates. No way. Not at his age. Not right now. He was a little slower for that Ian Gary fight for sure. You know what I mean? And I hear MVP. I'm actually gonna make another video about that. Maybe tomorrow morning. MVP is actually he's booked to fight somebody. He's booked to fight somebody. I'm gonna put that news out. We'll see how truthful it is, but that's why I haven't made the video. But there's rumors out there that he's booked to fight somebody, and it's an exciting fight, guys. But that guy has 0 wrestling. You talking about Prates? Prates has 0 wrestling. How do you know he has zero wrestling? Because he hasn't taken anybody down? How do you know he has zero wrestling? I haven't watched a fight where he's been taken down and beaten up. I haven't even seen that shit. So how doesn't he have wrestling? Why would you say that statement? Because I've watched practically most of his fights, and I haven't seen one guy go in for a double leg and be successful and take him down and beat him up. All right, that's facts. I have a mental problem like overthinking. I don't know what degree should I opt, etc. What your take on overthinking and what advice you will give to me? What advice would I give to you? Let me see. Look, I'll put it like this, man. I said it on one of my videos, one of my last videos. I was asked a similar question, right? So what I would do, what I would say is, life, important moves, dramatic moves that are going to change your life dramatically for the foreseeable future, okay? Those type of moves, those moves are not made quickly, right? So that's why I say life is like a game of chess, man. It really is. Because you got to really think about your move, right? And when you're thinking about your move, you got to think about that one move, and then you also got to think about 3 moves after that because of the cause and effect, right? So what I say is, if you're overthinking, don't look at it as overthinking. Look at it like you're being critical of yourself. You know what I mean? You're being critical of yourself, and you know for a fact that this is an important move, and with this move, it's going to change your life for the foreseeable future, right? With that said, you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. That is the most important part of that whole aspect, of that whole system, all right? But don't look at it as overthinking, man. Don't look at it as overthinking. A lot of people think they're overthinking, but in reality, look, you don't want to make a drastic move that might fuck you up for 6 years. You don't want to do that. So instead, focus. Really, really, really focus. And then make some decisions. MVP is booked against Shara, I think. Yep. You're talking about, well, that's the rumors. There's some rumors out there. That's why I dislike strikers. That's why I dislike strikers. Why you dislike strikers? What's wrong with strikers? Why are you being so, why you don't like strikers? Who you think will be next champion of welterweight? Who I think will be the next champion at welterweight? Well, look, Bilal Muhammad right now is a champion. So let's just, I don't even know how old Bilal Muhammad is. You know what I mean? I have my computer off, so I'm not even gonna check. But I don't know how old Bilal Muhammad is, but I know he's up there in age. So I give him a few years, and then I see him possibly walking away. But let's see. I mean, there's a lot of guys there, guys. There's a lot of guys there. There's Ian Gary. There's Shavkat. There's Carlos Prates. There's, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people there. Kamaru Usman, he's on a losing streak, but he only lost against top-notch fighters. So you never know if he comes back and he comes back like Robbie Lawler, just a new version of himself and starts, wrapping up a win streak. You never know. Kamaru Usman could get right back on top. You never know. You know what I mean? I've seen funnier things happen, guys. It's crazy how people literally forgot Leon exists. Well, it's tough for Leon though, right? It's tough for Leon because I honestly, excuse me, guys. I honestly think for that Colby Covington fight, Colby Covington went into that Leon Edwards fight compromised. So we didn't really get to see a real fight with Colby Covington because I honestly think Colby Covington's leg was hurt, especially the way the fight was going. When he would go for a takedown, it was like effortless, like he wasn't even trying to go for a takedown. He was definitely hurt. Colby Covington was definitely hurt. So when it comes to Leon Edwards, it's just that performance that Bilal Muhammad put on him, it kind of, man, it gave you a reality. Like, damn, you know, he dropped him on his head, guys. All right, he double legged him, high crossed him, picked him up, dropped him on his head, okay, and took the belt from him and beat him from the beginning to the end, guys. So it kind of leaves a funny taste in your mouth because it's like, damn, you did so well against Kamaru Usman. A lot of people didn't even see Bilal Muhammad competing with Kamaru Usman. So that's probably why people have that opinion. How good is Ian Gary? Is he legit? I think Ian Gary is good. I think Ian Gary is good. I think he's legit. You know, he showed last time against MVP that, you know, you got to be experienced. You're going to have to, you know some wrestling. You're going to have to know some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And you're going to have some good striking to compete against him. So he's definitely up there. I think he loses against Shavkat, though. But a lot of people think Shavkat is going to go in there and dog walk the shit out of Ian Gary, but I do not believe that. I think it's going to be a tough fight from beginning to end, but I do see Shavkat winning that fight, guys. But he looked good against Usman. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Mount Rushmore of UFC, in your opinion? My Mount Rushmore of UFC. My Mount Rushmore will have to be number one. Number one for me will have to be number one for me will have to be Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva, number one. Number two will have to be John Jones. Number three will have to be Demetrius Johnson. Number four will have to be GSP. And yeah, that's about it. That's the Mount Rushmore right there. That is the Mount Rushmore right there, guys. Is Ian gonna outpoint Shavkat until he gets finished? It's not that one-sided. Okay, where's Khabib? Khabib is retired. Khabib is retired. He's a coach. He's looking over fight footage right now as we speak, guys. Guys, I'm going to get out of here at the 30-minute mark. You know what I mean? I got some things to do, but I'm going to get out of here on the 30-minute mark. I've been here on here long enough. Thank you so much, guys, for being on here and chatting with me. But yeah, guys, Khabib is retired. Khabib is retired. He will not be coming back. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. All right? And where is Khabib? Khabib is not going to be on my Mount Rushmore, guys. Come on now. Come on now. I like Khabib. Don't get me wrong. I like the guy. But you got to look at the way he got the belt. How did he... Let me ask you a question. All right? How did Khabib get the lightweight belt? Answer me that question. Because I know how he got it. I know how Khabib won that belt. Now you tell me how Khabib won the lightweight belt. Tell me. Opinion about by winning. By winning against who? By winning against who? By winning against who? Here, I'll tell you because I'm running out of time, guys. He won. He got the light heavyweight belt. I mean, he got the lightweight belt. Khabib got the lightweight belt by beating Al Quinta. Al Quinta, guys. Al Quinta, at the time, at best, was ranked probably at 8-9. Maybe not even. Al Quinta, guys. Khabib got the lightweight belt by beating Al Quinta. There's no fucking way he's on my Rushmore. I'm on my Mount Rushmore. I don't care if he's 30-0. I can literally have 25 fights against 25 bums who's never fought in their life. And I'm most likely going to win 25 out of those 25 fights, guys. Okay? Go look at his resume and his fight, the fighters that he's fought to gain that whatever 30-0. All right? Guys, I don't even fucking know their names. I don't even know who they are. And when you go look them up, they're non-existent. Those opponents are non-existent, guys. Do you consider Khabib in the GOAT conversation? No, I don't consider Khabib to be on the GOAT conversation, no. I think he's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a great fighter, but no. Kobe versus Buckley. Kobe is winning that fight, guys. A lot of people think Kobe Covington is not going to beat him because of his last performance against Leon Edwards. That's bullshit, guys. Kobe Covington was compromised for that Leon Edwards fight. He is going to beat Buckley badly. Watch. He defeated Al Quinta, I guess. Yeah. Peace. Yes, peace. I mean, no one was on his level. I mean, Jones has more title defenses than Khabib UFC fights. Thank you. But he barely lost rounds. Doesn't matter. Whoa. He could have moved up. Usman was there. Fair. You don't know McGregor, Poirier, Gaethje. Khabib beat them. Oh, yeah, I know who they are. I know exactly who they are. But obviously, he beat them once he became who he was. Point blank. Would he be the Khabib that we know today if he was fighting top competition from the very beginning? Ask yourself that question. Because I know for a fact, when I look at Jon Jones' resume, that motherfucker was thrown into the deep end since the very beginning. Okay? I'm talking from the very beginning. Okay? Can you imagine being 22 years old going against Stephan Bonnar, the person who almost won the Ultimate Fighter, and then going in there against Stephan Bonnar and just dismantling him like he was nothing? Guys, there's a lot more people out there with better resumes, all right? Okay, do you think Makhachev had better resume than Khabib? Yeah, for sure. Especially right now. But guys, I gotta go. All right, I've been on here for 31 minutes. You guys have a good one. Blessed one. Thank you guys so much for being on here with the banter. Let me end this with, look, there's big news out there. Jon Jones might actually vacate the heavyweight title. That's what this topic was, and this is what the topic is and what I'm going to end with. I think Jon Jones will walk away from the heavyweight division. He already told us what he wanted out of his mouth. He wants that Alex Pereira fight, and that's all he wants, guys, okay? And when somebody tells you what they want, believe them. Okay? And unfortunately, I don't think Dana White and the UFC are going to put that fight together. Dana White himself, out of his mouth, said he will not put Alex Pereira against Jon Jones. It just doesn't make sense. Jon Jones is the bigger guy. It just doesn't look good, right? So I honestly think Jon Jones walks away, just based on that. I've been saying that, and now with Jon Jones tweeting that, hey, he has a meeting with Dana White and the UFC, maybe he'll walk away from the heavyweight division. We'll see. That's exactly what he tweeted. So in my head, his plan is to walk away. Guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and click that bell notification. It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up, guys. You guys have a good one. Bless. No, not today. Not today, guys. Can't be on here for an hour. I got things to do, guys. Got things to do. Bless.